I will be explaining single dominant epistasis. In this example, I'm using dog coat color. These dogs can have blue, orange, or pink coats, and there's a specific pathway that must be followed in order for a dog to have a specific coat color. The coat color is determined by two genes that each have two alleles. Big A is dominant to little a, and big B is dominant to little b. Let's say that all of these dogs start with a blue coat. The big A allele acts as an impassable gate, so if the dog has either one or two big A alleles, it cannot get through the pathway to become an orange-coated dog and will stay blue. If the dog was lacking the big A allele gate and only had two little a's, then the dog could become orange and move to the next part of the pathway. In this part, the orange dog is trying to become a pink dog, but there is a locked door in its path. The big B allele is like the key to the door in this case, unlocking it and allowing the orange dog to become pink. Here's the overall pathway. If a dog with a blue phenotype and a genotype of big A, big B, little b is mated to another dog with a blue phenotype and a genotype of big A, big B, little b, what will the phenotypes and genotypes of the offspring be? You set up your typical Punnett square and look at the results. Any offspring with at least one big A allele will be blue because they had an impassable gate in their path. If an offspring has two little a's, so they don't have a gate in their path, and at least one big B allele, then they have the key to unlock the door and become pink. If they have two little B alleles, they do not have the key and will be stuck as orange dogs. So the phenotypic ratio for this crossing is 12 blue to 3 pink to 1 orange. If a dog with a blue phenotype and a genotype of big A, big B is crossed with a dog with a pink phenotype and a genotype of little a, big B, little b, what will be the phenotypes and genotypes of the offspring? Again, set up a Punnett square and look at the results. Any offspring with at least one big A will be blue because they couldn't get past the gate. If an offspring has two little a's, they pass the gate and are faced with the door. If they have the big B key, they become pink, and if they don't, they stay orange. In this case, all offspring were either blue or pink. The phenotypic ratio for this crossing is 8 blue to 8 pink.